Wow, that is wild. Okay. The universe of the soul is experiencing the final stages of the realignments. The souls are experiencing the final stages of realignment. There will be a 100% realignment attained. As that is attained, there is going to be an insanity of the souls for many. As all the distortions that were creating the most backlog are released, many will not be able to survive. Many will not be able to survive. They will be brought back into the singularity and will not exist anymore, because they cannot exist anymore. Those that remain here on earth that are souls, yes, those that are on earth that are souls that remain, will have a adjustment period. They will have a period whereby they will get their footings. We will wobble, but they don't fall down. There's going to be some wobbling and adjusting, and also like a infant learning to walk, finding your footings. There may be a lot of plopping and flopping as you're trying to find your footing. And for that reason, I'm going to give you this period of time. Though do not think that it's going to be an extended period of time where you can try to go back and rebuild things. It's not going to be that long of a time period. It's just going to be an adjustment period of time. A child who is learning to walk does not take years to learn to walk. Usually within a year of starting to learn to walk, the child can learn to run very fast and can get away from their parents. So this is just the adjustment wobbly period that will be coming up right after you reach 100% realignment. That will take place. I'm not giving a specific date, time, because I'm going to be adjusting it as I see things working out. As we enter this final phase, there are going to be many that will enter into insanity and will not be able to follow through, and they will just not be. And that after you have adjusted at the time that I deem is necessary, most beneficial, with the best outcome, at that point I will come through like a father with his arms open as you run towards me. Yes. Now, those who are on earth and living lives on earth, but who are not souls, who are maybe angelics or of the divine, my coming through will react differently for a soul, for an angelic, and for those of the divine. Now, first of all, for souls. The souls will be realigned and will be able to be at their fullest potential and abilities and creativity, wisdom, and it will be wonderful. It will not be, and I want to be very clear because there are many that have had these ideas that I was of this soul family and part of me went to earth to live a life on earth to help, and that when this happens, I will go back to my soul family. That is not going to happen. Okay, are you surprised? Yes, because the idea that someone would stay partially in one place and send a part of their soul to earth to influence earth is manipulative and is not being done is not fully in line with divinity. Those souls will have a very difficult time because they will have to, when they realign, they will just be a pure soul. They will not be a soul of this place, of that place, in that sense. You cannot be a soul of two places. You will be a soul. And wherever your soul naturally aligns to. And there will be a divine alignment. Where you align to, who knows? You may be here, you may be there, you may go into the spirit realm. It will be different for each one. But you will not go back to your home planet because you helped Earth. It will be a whoosh, a big bad wobble, and then you're going to be, if you do not go into the singularity, you will be, just be. And you, wherever you are, then you will just grow from that point and that place. Point place. We'll try to use that word. Those who are of the angelics, or who have come to Earth with my blessing and support, you will have when I come, not the realignment, but when I come, my presence will bring you back to that which you truly are. So if you are of an angelic, then you are of an angelic, and your expression on earth will be an angelic expression, which will not be quite the same as a soul expression. How that will exactly be seen, you will have. I will not tell you yet, because it will take. People will go off and with questions, and it's just going to happen that way. Now, there are some. There are not many. There are some that are of the divine realm, who have on earth at this moment. When I come through as my fullest self, welcoming and helping all my children to be at their highest, fullest selves, my mere presence will, now I'm going to use this word carefully, but I do not mean to burst into flames. It will ignite the divine within them. Do not think I mean that they are going to burst into flames and be explosions everywhere. That is not what I'm talking about at all. But it will ignite the divine in them, and their expressions will be divine on earth, and it will be clear that they are of the divine, the angelics are of the angelics, and the souls of the souls. It will not be seen in hierarchy as the one is better or more or anything like that. It will just be clear that what they are. Now, for those of the divine that are by their own choice going to, if they do so choose, remain in this earth plane, in an expression, we are already realigning them to that which they will be after I come through. Because if we did not do this preparation work, and I came through and ignited the divines while on earth without the preparation work, it would have been supernova many times over. So therefore, we are having to do the preparation work. And we are doing the preparation work. We are doing things that have not been done before. We are conceiving thoughts that have not been conceived before because they never had to be conceived before. This is going to be messy. It will always balance out, but it is going to be very, very messy. Do not be frightened of drastic changes. Do not be frightened if you begin to see others. It's not just their physical bodies. Just let it be. Just accept it and keep moving on. Just as we see many different kinds of butterflies and moths. And you may see a Luna moth and go, wow, look at that beautiful Luna moth. It does not negate or take away from the small little blue butterfly. The small little blue butterfly, the color of the sky is beautiful and wonderful and makes you just as joyous. And the monarch butterfly and the swallowtail, they're all beautiful and wonderful and different and unique. And that is what you will all going to be like. There will be differences, and it has been necessary for those that have come to earth and existed there that were not souls, to put on soul clothing so that it did not freak you guys out. But the soul clothing is not going to be of the same nature afterwards. It will be more clear who you each are. In the separation, the people have been able to hide who they are. They can put on a front of being likable or trustworthy or kind when inside they were dark and conniving and distorted. A distorted person could have very, what did they call that? Symmetrical features. And how could that be? Whereas someone who has very distorted features may be very much aligned with divinity. The clothing, the bodies have added to the confusion. It will be clear, instantaneously, who everyone is. You will not be distorted. You will be unique and different. And as you come together and work together, you will create beautiful harmony and work wonderfully. But you will see the differences clearly, and you will understand who each one is and how they are fitting in. Those who of the divine or of the angelics to decide that they want to remain as an expression in your plane are doing so out of compassion and love for the souls, and recognize that they are still new and fresh in their divinity, and they want to help them to reach their fullest potential with the least amount of wobbling. So we are already aligning them and preparing them for the aftermath of my coming through. So right now, for you who are souls, you're a beautiful thing. You're my beautiful, beautiful children. You're about to emerge into the sun, into the warmth upon you. Going to have to release all this distorted dirt and gunk. Just let it flow. Just let it go. And I am here.